Hey everybody, this is Pastor Sean Odom from Crosspoint Church in Weatherford, Oklahoma with your God is Awesome and the Bible is Cool vlog. Today we have an interesting passage that I'm sure is going to tick off a lot of people. So, listen to this. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. On the contrary, we speak as those approved by God to be entrusted with the gospel. We're not trying to please people, but God who tests our hearts. You know we never used flattery, nor did we put on a mask to cover up greed. God is our witness. We were not looking for praise from people, not from you or anyone else, even though as apostles of Christ we could have asserted our authority. So, I know this is going to annoy some people because here's the deal. I have to ask a question. At what point does being politically correct become a silent condoning of sin? This world today is so self-conscious of hurting other people's feelings that we have wussified our ability to stand for what is right. The world tells us we cannot step on other people's toes. We have to be tolerant. Otherwise, their self-esteem may crumble and their delicate egos will be broken. We as Christians need to stand for what is right, not by society's rules, but by God's. When we are too frightened to say that sins like homosexual behavior and pornography are wrong, we are silently condoning those actions. What person would stand up and say murder is not a sin? Nobody. Yet some believers look the other way when the issue of abortion is presented. Every time we turn a blind eye to greed or sugarcoat prejudice, it's the same as saying that rape is okay. Our world has become a hotbed for it. Not that there's anything wrong with that mentality. Sin is not seen as a problem. It's not seen as wrong. It doesn't even seem to exist in some people's minds. People pass the idea that you are free to live as you want, and any person who says otherwise is being bigoted, naive, judgmental, transphobic, whatever. But it is not us who will bring judgment to sin. God will do that. But it is our job to point out when something ain't right. We cannot look at a situation that is clearly sinful and say that it isn't. Nor can we sit back and say nothing at all. Given, there is a way to present our values without turning people against God. And each person responds to different techniques. Some people you have to hit over the head, figuratively, of course. But you got to be blunt with them. Other people require a more subtle approach. You do not always have to get in someone's face about sin, but it does need to be addressed. Now, the best way to do this is by approaching the person with love. Don't love the sin. Can't love the sin. But love the person enough to let them know that something is amiss. You may be seen as hypocritical or judgmental or hateful, but that is for the Spirit to soften that person's heart to what you need to say. But that should never, ever, ever stop you from saying it. Take a stand against sin, see it for what it is, and let others know that there's a better way of life through Christ Jesus. It is actually the most loving thing to do. Contrary to what the world may think. Who gives a rip, right? Who are we looking to please? Men? Our own delicate egos? Or are we looking to please God above all? That's your choice. Go with the blessing today. Hope to see you on Sunday. God bless.